Shalom, Apostle Heart coming back at you with this truth, giving all praise to YAHAWAH, YAHAWASHI. And I'm going to entitle this one, World War III is Around the Corner. In parentheses, Armageddon. World War III, Armageddon is around the corner. And this is an article, well, this was on the news as of yesterday. This is the situation dealing with the report that the leader of Assad, the leader of or president of Syria, used chemical warfare on his own people. Anyway, I'm going to read the a part of the story, and this is from CNN Politics. It says, Trump on Syria's Assad. Something should happen. Bear with me for a minute. I just want to scroll down. Okay, it says CNN. President Donald Trump said Thursday that something should happen with regard to Syrian leader Bashar al-Assad in the wake of this week's chemical attack, which U.S. officials say he perpetrated.
Just a few moments ago, the president landed in Florida. He did talk to...
I think what Assad did is terrible. I think what happened in Syria is one of the truly egregious crimes. It shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't be allowed to happen. Trump told reporters aboard Air Force One, I think what happened in Syria is a disgrace to humanity. He's there, and I guess he's running things. So something should happen. Yeah, that's war talk. Goes on to say Trump is expected to meet with his national security team later Thursday in Mar-a-Lago, according to a White House official. Defense Secretary James Mattis, also known as Mad Dog Mattis, I wonder why he got that name or nickname, will lead Trump through his available options, including what the potential consequences for military action could be. If the decision is made to strike, the U.S. military has warships and aircraft in the area ready to go. So you have this military hardware in the form of aircraft and warships ready to okay, something just popped up. I'm not even going to read it. It's in relation to the same story. It says here, and I'm not even going to read it. Okay. Okay, let me read that again. If the decision is made to strike, the U.S. military has warships and aircraft in the area ready to go. 2 U.S. Navy warships armed with Tomahawk cruise missiles. So these warships were already in that region of the world. The USS Ross and the USS Porter are stationed in the Mediterranean. The U.S. could also fly stealth aircraft B-2 bombers with relative safety to strike targets. So I mean, you get the picture. Anyway, I want to bring out a couple of scriptures. Like I said, this is going to be quick. The first scripture is Joel. You know what? I'll start at 9. I was going to start at 12. Joel 3 verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares, which are farming tools, into swords, which are the modern day sword is the missiles, the missile, or the ICBM missile, and your pruning hooks, another farming tool, into spears, and the modern day spear are also ICBM missiles. Let the weak say, I am strong. The weak is referring to the weaker nations, the third world nations that have been blessed, I would say, with nuclear military power. 11 verse. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen nations. Now right here it's talking about nations, the various nations, and gather yourself together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. The mighty ones are the angels, because the angels are going to quarterback this thing and referee this thing. 12 verse. Let the heathen, the other nations, be awakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat. Now the word Jehoshaphat is the Hebrew word. It's a compound word. Jehoshaphat, YAHAWAH, Shaphat. Yahweh is the name of the Most High, and Shaphat means judgment. For there will I sit to judge. That's why the place is going to be called Yahweh's judgment, because he will sit to judge all the heathen, all the nations round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. So we're at the very time. It's time to pick these pick these grapes and pick these fruit and pick this grain and when you take bananas off of a tree, when they're right before they're totally ripe, but they start to ripen, and you pick them off, you let them down, they ripen naturally off of the tree. If you let a fruit stay on the tree too long and it fully ripens, it falls off the tree and it can get damaged. You don't want to eat that piece of fruit. It says 14 verse, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of Yahweh is near in the valley of decision. But something has to happen before this takes place. So there might be a small scale war, an initial attack, and the UN might get involved and quell the whole situation. And Russia is backing the Syrians. So I mean, this is Ezekiel 38 chapter, taking place before your eyes. But like I said, the mark of the beast has to be made mandatory throughout the planet Earth before this thing can go down. Okay, I'm going to go to Revelation 14 verse 15 to back up what I read in Joel 3 verse 13. It says, and another angel came out of the temple, crying with a loud voice to him that sat on the cloud, which is YAHAWASHI, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. Another scripture just popped into my mind, and we went over this on last GMS in Transit, which was Matthew 13 And I'm going to start at, I'm going to start at 37. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth, this is the YAHAWASHI talking, this is the parable, this is a parable that he gave to them. He that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. So we are the good seed, the children of Israel, the elect of the children of Israel. The field is the world. The good seed are the children of the kingdom. But the tares are the children of the wicked one. So the tares would be represented as the Edomites, which are you so-called white people, for the most part. 39. The enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is the end of the world. So we read in Joel, the 3rd chapter, and in Revelation, the 13th chapter, about the reapers reaping. So when the angels come to reap, we know that that's the end of this man's system. And, you know, we're right at that point. 39 again, the enemy that soweth them is the devil. The harvest is, the harvest is when you plant seed and you wait a number of months for the seed to, you know, grow into whatever, whether it be wheat, whether it be an apple tree, or whatever type of tree or fruit that you get from that, from you planting seeds. You know, when they grow to a certain point, when they're ripened, then you pick them. So it says, the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels. As therefore the tares are gathered and bundled in the fire. The fire represents the thermonuclear fire from these ICBM intercontinental ballistic missiles. So shall it be in the end of this world. And that word world also means age. Which we're in the time of Esau's age, Esau's world, Esau's rulership. It says the Son of Man shall send forth his angels, and they shall gather out of his kingdom all things that offend, and them which do iniquity, and shall cast them into a furnace of fire. Now that furnace of fire represents these ICBM missiles and the lasers from the chariots of the Most High. That's what that represents, this destruction. Because Babylon the Great will be destroyed. There shall be wailing and gnashing of teeth. Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. And that's going to be the fulfillment of Daniel, the 12th chapter. It said they shall have a shine about them, a glow about them, them that turn many to righteousness. Who have ears to hear, let him hear. So this is not for everybody. So now let's go from there to Revelation. And there's so many precepts that come to mind with this subject. Anyway, this is the last scripture I'm going to read, unless the Spirit jumps on me to go further. Revelation 20, verse 7. And when 1,000 years are expired, Satan, which are you so-called white people led by the super elite of Edom, or the Edomites, Esau, shall be loose out of his prison. Now this took place during the time of the Renaissance period up until now. So we're talking about a span of about 500 years. from the mid to late 1400s, even up until this time. 8th verse. And shall go out to deceive the nations. How did you deceive the nations? Through you took down the images of the Israelites, which were so-called black people, so you can understand, and you put up images of yourself. White, you put up images of you made the Messiah look like a white man. You made the angels look like white men. You made the apostles look like white men. You made the various prophets look like white men, and you do that to this very day, which makes you a bunch of racists. There's a series on CNN that comes on every Sunday dealing with Jesus, and the main character, the actor that plays so-called Jesus, is a so-called white man. That classic picture of that long hair with the beard, looking like a hippie, and that's your image of Jesus, and you're not going to change from that. It says 8th verse, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, Gog and Magog. And Gog and Magog, you can read about Gog and Magog in Ezekiel the 38th chapter, that represents Russia, to gather them, because ultimately this attack of Assyria, it'll be quelled down, whatever, it'll be straightened out, because it's not time. See, Iran has to get involved, and other nations have to get involved, and all the major armies of the planet have to gather themselves together. So this is not going to happen. Don't think in your mind, oh, next week the kingdom is going to come. No, because that would make the Most High a liar. The Most High is not a liar. The mark of the beast microchip system would have to be administered to pretty much everybody on the planet Earth. So when that happens, then then you look for, the Most High to come, YAHAWASHI to come back, or YAHAWASHI to come back. It says to gather them together to battle, because that battle is going to be against Gog and Magog and Babylon, the number of whom is as the sand of the sea. And they went up on the breadth of the earth and compassed the camp of the saints about. Now that's twofold. The camp of the saints is the land of Israel, because they're going to be down there in the Middle East. And the camp of the saints also represent the Israelites, because they're going to be looking to take us out. And the beloved city, we are the beloved city. That place currently known as Jerusalem, or the land of Israel, or Palestine, that is the beloved city of the Most High. But we are the beloved city of the Most High. And fire came down from the Most High out of heaven and devoured them. And the devil that deceiveth them, and that's you Edomites, starting with you elite, and the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire. Now that doesn't mean there's an actual lake of fire, because these grape juice drinkers, these fake Christians, they actually believe that there's a place known as hell that you burn forever. So hell is going to look like a lake of fire, and the Most High is going to come down and take his giant hands and pick up people and throw them in the lake of fire. No, that's talking about these missiles being destroyed. I mean, these missiles destroying this place, this system. Isaiah the 13th chapter speaks about the whole land being destroyed. So that's what that means. This is nothing but parabolic talk. 10th verse again. And the devil that deceived them. How did the devil deceive us? Through those images, through his religion, through his fake Christianity. The Lord being an Edomite, the disciples looking like Edomites. Moses looking like an Edomite. The prophets looking like Edomites. Isaiah, Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Obadiah, Joel, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, looking like Edomites. So that's how they deceived us. And they deceived us through their system, their technological system. Because people are going to take that chip because they're going to be deceived into taking that chip. That's going to be the next step in this, I would say, the Internet of Things. Look that up. You know, that mark, that chip that's going to go in your hand or in your forehead or in your body, that's going to make your life even easier. You can have your money in there. You can have your keys in there. Because there's several videos of people with the mark of the beast waving their hand on their doorknob and the door just opening up. So when that comes to full light, you won't need a wallet. You go to a restaurant, the waiter comes along with a scanner, scans your hand, and the bill is paid. You hop in a Uber or a Lyft. There'll be a scanner up in there. You wave your hand, the bill is paid. So pretty much you can walk around with empty pockets. So the majority of the people on this planet, they're gonna accept this thing. You know, they're gonna happily accept this system. Anyway, 10th verse. And the devil that deceived them was cast into the lake of fire and brimstone, where the beast and the false prophet are, and shall be tormented day and night forever and ever. Anyway, I'm gonna close, and you know, you can see the prophecies coming to pass. You know, Habakkuk, the 2nd chapter. It says, for it shall not tarry, it shall surely come. Well, we're in the time. You know, if you're thinking we're going to be here for another 40, 50 years, then you're really not on any type of level when it comes to these scriptures. And this is the time to tighten your belt and, you know, get your mind right, man. And every Israelite man should be on fire about this truth. Anyway, with that, I'm going to say shalom. Giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI.